For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jack Jenkins here for hopefully the last of the quiz videos that I need to help kind of pad out the videos while I'm taking my vacation. That's right, this is Jack from the past talking to you in the future while I'm chilling and hanging out on the beach or the desert, more likely, since I'll probably be in Arizona. But anyways, for this, I decided to do the Miggs-Byers test. This is a very famous test that basically says, hey, this is your personality type out of the 16 different types of personalities. This is 100% like bullshit pseudoscience type stuff. It's like with astrology and the rest of that crap. It's not real, but companies like to pretend it's real because they don't actually want to have to talk to you, you know? Whenever your HR manager rolls this out, let it be known that you're probably going to get fired and they just need an excuse. They'll be like, oh, you're an NITG? We need an IGTN. So, you're fired. Well, let's begin. As you can see, I'm here, Miggs-Byers. You regularly make new friends. Disagree. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Oh, I have I have Asperger's, so I'm constantly randomly picking dumb things to learn about. And I get hyper-focused on them. Seeing other people can cry can easily make you want to cry too. Oh, yeah. I would say yeah. You have to make backup plan for a backup plan. I kind of have to with my job, so yeah. I'm a software developer, so sometimes we have to have different contingencies within the plan. Be like, hey, if this doesn't work, what's the other steps? If that other steps doesn't work, what's the other steps you can take from there? Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm a pretty calm guy. At social events, you really try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I disagree with that. I always try to make friends. People don't really like me, though. And that's not true. They like me. I'm just not that good at making friends. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Disagree. I love juggling multiple projects at once because it makes me, if I feel like I have a lot of different balls I can constantly juggle. I'm someone who gets super sad, depressed if I only have a few things going in my life, which is why I try to do YouTube on top of doing work, on top of doing all this other stuff, working out, losing weight. I need to stay busy. You are very sentimental. I guess disagree. Yeah, I don't really care about the past. You like to use organization tool like schedule and list. Oh yeah. Even a small mistake will cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. I disagree. I make tons of mistakes all the time. It's just part of life. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Agree. Again, I feel like I'm pretty personable. I just don't make friends. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative work. Oh, I love talking about creative work. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Yeah. Usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning out a particular daily routine. Disagree. I'm more of a planner, but I also like doing a little spontaneity. I like to plan my spontaneity. You rarely work about how others make a good impression on the people you meet. I strongly disagree. I like making good impression on people because I usually don't. You enjoy participating in group activities? Yeah. You like books and movies that you came up with your own interpretation of the ending? I like little drops that that leads you. I don't like when it's open ending. I like drops of hey, this could be the ending, but you kind of got to figure it out on your own. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I'll say mutual on that. I think I get equal amounts of pleasure from both. God, 30%. This is a long quiz. You're interested in so many things that it's difficult what to try next. I agree. You are prone to worry about things that will take for the worst. Disagree. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Disagree. Again, I kind of have to for work. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. I think everyone's artistic. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. Yeah, I agree. You kind of need some feelings, obviously, depending on the scenario. But I feel like most people are not logically inclined. They are more inclined to follow their emotions, especially on things like financial. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I agree, yeah. You enjoy watching people argue. Depends on what they're arguing about. I hate these open-ended questions. I feel like I'm too much in the middle for this type of crap. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Disagree. I like attention. Mood can change very quickly. Agree. 10 out of 10. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I slightly disagree. I kind of do. It depends on the scenario, though. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Disagree. I prefer to get stuff out of the way now. You've always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. I don't know, fascinating. Yeah, I guess. I'm an atheist, so. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. I think I need equal amounts of other people and myself. Become bored if you lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Disagree. You find it easy to empathize with person whose experiences are very different from yours. Yeah. Usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Disagree. Again, that's the thing is like this is what like these tests that you fill out yourself. This is not like reality. Like I can easily be lying on some of these, and I probably am not truthful with myself. Let's be honest. People actually just love me. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Mutual. After a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is what you need. Depends on the mood. So I'll stay in the middle again. You enjoy going to art museums. Yes, you have a hard time understanding people's feelings. Disagree. You have a to-do list each day. Agree. You feel insecure. Disagree slightly. You avoid making phone calls. Agree. I think phones are irrelevant. Just use an app. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are different from your own. Yeah. I feel like I like learning about different cultures and stuff. So I'll rate it a little higher than in your social circle. You're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I slightly agree with that. Your plans are interrupted. Your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Depends on what. Again, it depends. You're still bothered by mistakes you make a long time ago. Yeah, I'm someone who made a lot of bad mistakes. Not like anything illegal, but I feel bad for things I've said, things I've did. I definitely think I've grown up a lot, and even the past few years. As I enter in the ripe old age of 30, leaving my 20s, I feel like I've learned a lot. You rarely contemplate their reason for human existence or the meaning of life. Disagree. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Agree. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's their fault. Yeah, I agree. Slightly. I kind of like rubbing in people's faces too, but, I need to learn to be a better person on that. Your professional work style's closest spot in versus that, guys. Disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take them to feel disappointed in you. I slightly agree. Would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Agree, I'm a programmer. I don't work alone, but a lot of times I work remotely, so I don't really see people. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? No. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet places. Depends on my mood. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Yeah, most of the time. You often feel overwhelmed. Mutual. Depends on the week. You complete things You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I agree. Again, it's kind of part of my work environment is I have to. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. 100% agree. I love watching controversial movies. I love playing controversial video games. Like I played Manhunt 2, which is controversial. I played, what's it called? Ethnic Cleansing, which is like a super controversial game. Super Columbine RPG. A lot of these are super controversial games that I played sometimes as a kid. Just because I know that these are controversial topics. And I think you should be experiencing art that pushes your boundaries as long as you are age appropriate. You know, you shouldn't be looking at that stuff if you are under the age of 17. The M rate is 17. If it's AO, then you shouldn't be under 18. You know, after that, yeah, explore it. Look at it. Look at things that expand your boundaries and make you uncomfortable. We would pass along a good opportunity if you have thought someone else needed it more. I disagree. Screw them. You struggle with deadlines. Disagree. I always set my deadlines, even if it involves me kind of working overtime or feel like doing a crunch. You could feel confident that things work out for you. 100% agree. Your gender, male. See results. Protagonist. Protagonists are inspiring optimists, ready to take action to do what they feel is right. Okay, so I'm ENFJT. Isn't that what I said in my beginning? That's crazy. Mind, I'm 56% extroverted. So I'm more extroverted than introverted, which is weird. I think I'm more introverted than extroverted. Energy, I'm intuitive. Are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on meaning. Feeling individuals value emotion, expression, and sensitivity. I feel like I fill this out wrong because I don't feel like I'm feeling. I'm more thinking. Judging individuals are decisive, thoroughly and highly organized. That counts as me. Turbulent individuals are subconscious and sensitive to stress. Again, I don't feel like I'm sensitive to stress at all. I work a pretty stressful job. And again, that's the thing. One more thing. No, you're not getting my email address. So yeah. This is the results of the survey. Some protagonists you should know is Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, John Cusack, and Ben Affleck. Okay. That's okay. Again, this is all 100% complete bullshit. If your job tells you that this is something accurate towards you, it's not. Obviously, I'm someone who just kind of quickly filled this out for a video. If I was being more truthful to myself, I'd probably get a completely different personality. But, you know, it depends on your mood. And again, like someone like me, I always say for these questions, depends on the scenario. That's why I would never make a good politician. I'd be like, should we make it illegal? I'm like, depends on the scenario. Give me a scenario. Like, I believe in a case-by-case basis for right or wrong. Like things like marijuana, I think it should be legal, but I think if you have exhibited things like schizophrenia in the past and things like marijuana could potentially activate it as far as the research I've done. So therefore, it shouldn't be illegal for you, but you should have to seek you should have to have like a doctor's pass for marijuana in certain cases. And I don't think anyone under the age of 18 should smoke marijuana just because it can affect your development. So these things are backed by science, but as far as like over the scientific threshold, it depends on the personality. And again, that issue with schizophrenia, people smoke marijuana, I say they should get a doctor's note before doing it. But again, that should be something that the state decides at the end of the day. Like, I personally believe that they should, but if you go to Texas, they might not let it. They might not even make it legal. So again, I'm very much a case-by-case basis person, which is why this is so hard. But hopefully this will be the last of the quizzes now that I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back in the swing of making videos and back in the swing of trying to complete all these different upcoming tasks. I got a lot of good stuff. I got something on yoga toes, which is like a strange little toe torture device. I got a video on me stop jerking off that's coming out soon, hopefully. I got so many great videos coming out. So, again, I apologize for doing kind of the whole quiz thing. But if you'd like, go ahead and subscribe to the videos and to the YouTube channel, as I'll be putting out more and more videos and putting more and more effort into them. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TrueJackJank. Follow me on Instagram at TrueJackJank as well. At some point, I'm going to be putting up Instagram photos. We'll see. Hopefully I can get TikTok and YouTube Shorts going soon, and we're going to be firing off, baby. Take it easy.